Smack that ass! 5 things people get wrong about knives. That sounds very familiar, but there are just 5 new things people get wrong about knives.
Are we the top 5 channel, Mikkie?
Yeah, are we the top 5? Yeah, we are a little bit top 5, but why cannot we make money? I want to make money! We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna talk about 5 things people really get wrong about knives. First statement is, not all good steels are super steels. Yeah, that was a flip, alright, because we gotta keep that viewers' retention high. That's why we gotta do tricks after every statement. This is how cheap we are. The next statement, I'm gonna show how I'm gonna put the whole Essie in my whole butthole.
Stay tuned.
Hey! Oh wait, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give Patreon giveaway. We're gonna give away that Essie. We're gonna give a Fallkniven A1X and an F1X. 2 winners.
That is crazy.
Only 2 winners.
And we gotta thank all these new patrons for joining that Royal Knife Club.
Thank you very much.
Link in the description. Whoa.
Monthly giveaway, please.
Okay.
Only $10. I'm very happy to have a knife expert with us today.
Yeah.
That's you. Can I please ask you, what is a super steel, Maarten? Because it was a little unclear for me.
Yeah. So there is not a real definition of what a super steel is, Mikkie, but basically you have the old traditional forged steels, you know, where the people hammered that steel to increase the molecular structure of the steel. Yeah. Nice. Very nice and very hard work. But then, some time ago, there was a new invention. Particle metallurgy.
Yeah.
As they say.
Powdered steel.
Yeah, powdered steel. So it's like little particles of steel that they like shoot at high speed and they fuse together and you get like this very nice melange of all the elements that are in the steel. Like the chromium is much more like dispersed equally throughout the steel. You have D2 steel. Everybody knows D2 steel.
Of course everybody knows it.
You also have CPM D2. Yeah, which is like the same steel but used with the particle metallurgy, increasing like the complete performance of that D2, making it the super version, like a Super Saiyan D2.
Okay, so you would say that almost all powder steels are basically super steels. That is for you.
That is like for me the definition of a super steel.
So
doesn't need to be like this incredible steel that it is impossible to sharpen.
Everybody who sees VG10 as a super steel, that is not a super steel.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Second statement, softer steels are easier to sharpen.
Oh yeah, baby!
Cool trick.
Mikkie, you have a lot of experience with like sharpening softer steels because I always make you do that job.
Thank you very much, Maarten. I love it. And well, basically, we can keep this statement very short, but people think that harder steels like CPM3V are always, by definition, harder to sharpen than very soft steels.
Just figured out that I also have a lot of experience with that.
Oh, yeah.
Like sharpening my mother's kitchen knives.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole problem. By sharpening your mother's kitchen knives, those steels are often so bad and soft that you can't get a very sharp edge on it because it keeps breaking off.
Yeah, it literally crumbles.
Yeah, and so that and then when you have a good sharpening stones and sharpen super steels on it, it's all of a sudden feels like you can make. It's very forgiving. You can make a lot of mistakes and it will still be sharp because it will keep the edge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Next statement.
All knives are weapons.
Okay. Suddenly, Maarten's girlfriend closed the door because we were being too loud.
Loud mouth.
The bitch.
Next!
All knives are weapons. What is that? Why is this kind of soft world thinking all knives are weapons? People in the early ages, they use knives to skin hides, and I do think also my mother
kill.
Yeah, and I also do think my mother slices vegetables with a knife.
Yeah. I think we once made the comparison with knives and guns.
Yeah.
But we don't dare to do that anymore because we got lynched, and I don't know. I literally don't know what my statement on that is anymore. So it is all a very controversial and a sensitive subject that knives are weapons.
Let me tell you, most of the people that killed by knives are killed by kitchen knives or like Stanley knives.
Thank you very much, Maarten. That should be the moral of this story.
Knives are tools to get a job done. Next, Mikkie, next.
Once I wanted to buy a knife.
Yeah.
So
Once upon a time.
I was in a knife shop and I heard 2 guys looking at Moras And one of them said to the other, no, you gotta go for the carbon more because that is always better.
Yeah.
Is carbon always better than stainless? Martin, you're the knife expert, please tell us.
So back in the days, we're going back to the early ages of of the knife. Yeah, way back. Then you had like the chromium where we talked about. Yeah. It kind of formed clumps in that stainless steel.
Yeah.
And it made the knives brittle. Very chip.
Sensitive for chipping.
Yeah, sensitive for chipping. But yeah, nowadays, generally carbon steels are more flexible. Yeah. They tend to have a little bit higher edge retention in general.
Yeah.
But
because the carbon content is high.
Yeah, but it really not always even.
Oh shit! Scrap that. I'm not a knife expert.
But generally speaking, not generally speaking, there is a right situation for stainless. There's a right situation for carbon. I mean, we live in the Netherlands and we really like stainless steels because just every carbon knife needs so much attention. Yeah. It rusts. You get micro oxidation, which often leaves you with a kind of dull feeling knife, even though it came right from the sharpening bench.
You gotta understand that in the Netherlands, like during autumn and winter and even spring, most of the time the humidity levels are around 80 to 100%.
Yep.
80 to 100% without it raining.
Yeah.
That's like always so. So most of the times when you grab a knife, it's got a little micro oxidation on it. So then stainless is mostly better.
Yeah, for us, and that's why we also love like the Fallkniven series, is that they are completely carefree. You don't need to worry about them. You can swim in the river with them.
So then we get to the final statement. Every knife is the same. Meaning...
Sounds weird, because, Fallkniven and the Bark River, they look kind of different.
So what I mean by the statement, ladies and gentlemen, and Martin, is that you can buy two exactly the same knives of the same company, and they will always be slightly different.
Yeah.
Or even if they are mass-produced, it's due to the heat treatment and the way the steel will react to the heat treatment. Can always differ a little bit.
There are so many different factors when it comes to heat treating a knife, or even when producing the knife steel. I mean, we have had knives break because there was just a little tiny air bubble inside the steel structure.
Yeah, and that can always...
I died, came back to life.
That can always happen. And don't be afraid, don't cry, don't just, keep your head up. But that's why also I love each individual knife, because if a knife performs well, it feels like a little treasure.
Yep,
it's a little bit the same as CPUs for computers.
Yeah.
You can win the silicon lottery.
Yeah.
And then you can have a very good performing CPU, which you can overclock, but you can also have a crap one.
Yeah.
Which will do the job about,
That's the one I always get.
Yeah. So it's like winning the knife lottery.
Yeah.
Or you can also say like winning the DBK giveaway or link in the description where we're giving away an SC and a Fallkniven A1X and F1X.
That's crazy. Mickey, let's do one more trick because it's so fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. I thought it was kind of important to get these 4 things out of the way, because we see a lot of people... 5 things out of the way, because we see a lot of people making these mistakes, especially the first one, calling too much steel super steels, like VG10 and D2. I don't like that.
And even we
made that mistake.
Yeah, did we?
I don't know. I probably did.
Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more like kind of these statements or things people get wrong, please let us know in the comments and we will not react.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you got any questions for us, please leave it in the comments.
I will not react.
And please like the video, only if you liked it. And please subscribe, because every Thursday we have a new video online, hopefully better than this one. 1 p.m. PDT.
Yeah, also hit the post notification button.
And we've got a web shop and we're giving away... No, laat maar. Later. Dag. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering why you're hearing my voice. Well, that's because we needed 15 more seconds to make this video 10 minutes. And then we'll make sure that YouTube pushes the video more. And now I'm gonna play a little song. DBK is the best channel in the world. Mine has a little small dick. penis, but I like to put it in my mouth.